প্রিয় দর্শক, বিজ্ঞাপন বিরতির পর আপনাদেরকে আবারও স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি আমাদের এনটিভি এক্সক্লুসিভ অনুষ্ঠানে। আমরা এই পর্যায়ে কথা বলছি কনজারভেটিভ দলীয় এমপি স্টিফেন হ্যামন্ডের সঙ্গে। তার কাছে আমরা জানতে চেয়েছিলাম তার নির্বাচনী যে ক্যাম্পেইন রয়েছে সেটির স্ট্র্যাটেজি নিয়ে, ফোকাস নিয়ে। তার সঙ্গে আমরা কথা বলেছি এথনিক মাইনরিটির যে রিপ্রেজেন্টেশন তার দলের মধ্যে, সেই বিষয়ে আমরা কথা বলেছি যে কেন আবারও কনজারভেটিভ পার্টিকে জনগণ ক্ষমতা দেবে সেটি নিয়ে তার যে জাস্টিফিকেশন বা তার যে বক্তব্য সেটিও জানতে চেয়েছি। এই সব প্রশ্নের উত্তর নিয়ে আমরা চলে যাচ্ছি হাউসেস অব পার্লামেন্টে স্টিফেন হ্যামন্ডের অফিসে।
Stephen Hammond was born and educated in Southampton, attending King Edward VI School and afterwards London University. He joined the Conservative Party after leaving university, becoming immediately and actively involved in his local association in Hertfordshire. He coordinated the 1987 and 1992 general election campaigns for Tim Wood MP and was chairman of Stevenage Conservatives for 3 years. He was elected as Member of Parliament in May 2005. In December 2005, Stephen was promoted to the position of Shadow Minister for Transport, a position he held for the whole of the Parliament. On 6 May 2010, Stephen was re-elected as the Member of Parliament for Wimbledon. Stephen was recently named as one of the London's 1,000 most influential people on thisislondon.co.uk. In the government reshuffle of September 2012, Stephen was asked by the Prime Minister to take up the position of Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State for Transport at the Department for Transport, with the responsibility for road safety, roads and maritime issues. Stephen used to play hockey for a National League team and for his county, and now plays veterans hockey for Wimbledon.
Well, unsurprisingly, like almost all Conservative candidates, and I hope all candidates up and down the country, they'll be able to tell our electorate the benefits of what has happened in the last 5 years in terms of the economic improvement, the economic recovery, and also the plans for the economy in the future. Because we have had the most extraordinary 5 years where our country was on the brink of economic disaster, the biggest peacetime ever budget deficit. And in those 5 years, we've halved the deficit. Inflation is at its historic low for the last 50 years. Unemployment is at the historic low for the last 50 years. Those are great things, but the economy is growing faster. The manufacturing sector of the economy is growing. And what does that mean? That means that more and more people across this country have got jobs. And why is that good? Because people have got more money in their pocket as living standards start to rise, and they can start to live their own lives. In my own constituency, unemployment now is down to 1%, 1.2%. Youth unemployment is falling dramatically. Huge number of new apprenticeships being created. And I think giving young people the opportunity to have a career for life is one of the most important things we can do. I'm combining that, of course, with my local ambition for a vision for Wimbledon, where we put out a positive campaign to ensure that Wimbledon flourishes. Well, I think there are at least 4 good reasons why people should vote. Don't judge us on our past, judge us on our future. We've had a long-term economic plan that's delivered the recovery so far, but the job isn't finished and it needs to be finished. We need a taxation system that helps business and helps you keep more of your own personal money. We need an economy which continues to thrive so more and more people can be in a job. Unemployment's falling, but it can go further. So you can vote Conservatives because there is a plan for the economy. You should vote Conservatives because there's a plan for our security. The Labour Party, at its very across the whole range, puts your security, be it internal security with crime and punishment, or externally with defence, at risk. You should put the Conservative Party at the front of your campaign, because we have a vision for the future, a vision of aspiration, chance for you to live your own lives. And that is really what most people are really looking for. And I think that's hugely important. And finally, you should vote Conservative, because when you look at how the Labour Party are going to get back into power, it's going to be propped up by the SNP, commanding backroom deals that you won't have a chance to alter. So at this general election, I'm asking you in Wimbledon and across the country to vote Conservative, because we have the economic plan for the future. Only if you have a strong economy can you deliver the strong public services, more doctors, more nurses, more education, more trains. Across the country we're seeing that. Why put all of that at risk? So for this country's future, vote Conservative. It's one of those sort of interesting questions that gets put, but even just a moment's examination will realise how fatuous that comment really is and that question really is. This is the party that's taken over millions of people, of the lowest paid workers in this country, out of paying tax. This is the people that's concentrated the work reform of welfare so that it makes work pay, but given the most people who need it more than ever before. This is the party that's given 24 million people across a tax cut. It doesn't sound like a party of the rich. There is the stench of hypocrisy around the Labour Party when they talk about tax rates. This is the party that has spent the last 5 years forgetting that they never had a tax rate of 50% for more than 36 days, and now have just committed not to raising it. I'm not sure you can trust them on that. We couldn't trust them on tax before. The Conservative Party is the party for you if you work hard, if you want to do the best for your family, if you want to see the best for your family's future, and if you want to see the best for this country's future. This is the party of aspiration at this general election. It's really clear. You can come forward with us or back to the politics of class envy with the Labour Party. Well, the answer to your question is clear. If you believe in Britain, if you believe in working hard, if you want to see the best for your family, if you want to see the best for this country, you're welcome in the Conservative Party. Because I think you will then share our values and our aspirations. And I'm really proud of the fact that I have huge diversity in my councillors, in my activists, where I live. I'm proud that the Conservative Party is likely to have the largest group of minority representation after the next election if we win. Another good reason for voting Conservative. Look, I say to you, walk with us and make Great Britain. It doesn't matter from which religion, which race you come from. We're all working together to make Britain a better place, and you're all welcome in the Conservative Party.
প্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা হাউসেস অব পার্লামেন্ট থেকে ফিরে এলাম এনটিভি স্টুডিওতে, এনটিভি এক্সক্লুসিভ অনুষ্ঠানে। আমরা আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানের মাধ্যমে চেষ্টা করেছি ব্রিটেনের প্রধান বিরোধী দল লেবার পার্টি এবং ক্ষমতাসীন দল কনজারভেটিভ পার্টির দুজন জনপ্রতিনিধি বা হাউস অব কমন্সের দুজন এমপিকে নিয়ে আলাপচারিতায় মেতে উঠতে, এবং আমরা চেষ্টা করেছি তাদের মাধ্যমে আগামী দিনগুলোতে যে নির্বাচনী ক্যাম্পেইন চলছে সেটি কোন দিকে যাচ্ছে, গতিপ্রবাহ কোন দিকে পরিচালিত হচ্ছে, এবং আগামীতে দলগুলো কোন স্ট্র্যাটেজিগুলো নিয়ে, কোন ইস্যুগুলো নিয়ে বিতর্কে অবতীর্ণ হবে, নির্বাচনী প্রচারণায় অবতীর্ণ হবে, সেটি সম্পর্কে একটা ছোট ধারণা দেবার চেষ্টা করেছি। আগামী 5 সপ্তাহ নির্বাচনের আগ পর্যন্ত আমরা এনটিভি এক্সক্লুসিভের মাধ্যমে চেষ্টা করব বিভিন্ন বিষয় নিয়ে, নির্বাচনের বিভিন্ন ইস্যু নিয়ে আপনাদের সামনে হাজির হতে। আমাদের সঙ্গে থাকুন, এনটিভি এক্সক্লুসিভের সঙ্গে থাকুন। যে যেখানে আছেন ভালো থাকুন, সুস্থ থাকুন, শুভরাত্রি।